I can play games. I can play 2 different games. I could be playing a Xbox game with my feet and playing a PlayStation game with my hands because it's all hands. That's all I can do. Well, I can multitask like a boss.
You think you can multitask, but when you have toes as fingers, you could do anything you wanted to do in life.
And that's how we're going to start the podcast, because welcome to episode 10 of Bored with the Boys, starring me, Christian,
again,
as always,
and
Tim
me,
on my left,
okay,
Scott to the top, Brian to the left.
Did you say I'm to the left?
What?
Anyways,
Anyways, let's kick it off for the top.
So in episode 10, as our 10th episode anniversary, we're going to try to do something a little different than a podcast. It's still going to be a podcast, but this one's going to be more of like a game we play. So this one's going to be, I don't know what we're calling it, but the debate game.
That's the great debate.
Debatables.
So what we did beforehand was each of us came up with 3 questions apiece, and we'll take turns asking our questions. And we will assign 2 people to debate our question and get random topic or a random, assignment. And the person who's not debating will be the judge. And then we'll, go in a turn order. And then when it comes back to the same person, we'll have 2 different people debating and the different person being the judge. That way we all get to debate each other and be a judge for one person. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much it. I think we covered it.
And the topics are going to be pretty silly, I would think. Nothing, stupid or
nothing
whatever.
Too serious. We're just staying lighthearted. We're staying funny, entertainment value here. Nothing too crazy.
If you want real debate, go on the news or something. You watch that silly thing over there.
Yeah, no one cares about real topics.
Who wants to kick it off? Okay, I'll go.
All right, kick it off, Brian.
So my first question is, what is better, being a super huge person or being a really small person? The super huge person is 27 feet tall, and the small person is 1 foot tall. Christian, you'll get the small person, and Tim, you're going to get the giant.
So this is what I'm going to have to see right now.
All right, we're starting the timer. We got 3 minutes.
Let me put it here on my phone.
I'll do it. I'll be as a judge, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, the judge will be timer.
All right.
And I'll narrate the question, and you guys debate.
Yeah,
All right.
go.
You're pretending. All right, I'm the big person. You're the small person.
You're 27 feet tall, Tim.
We're playing the part here.
Well, first place, I got to give my mic down.
Oh.
Because, I'm pretty short.
So, Tim, what's better about you being 27 feet tall?
I can reach everything in the top shelf of every aisle of every grocery store. Even like BJ's, I can get that stuff that's like on the way up top on those grates.
On the rafters?
Giant. Oh, yeah, I can get that stuff. I can help old ladies out, get their stuff off the top all the time. I can get apples out of trees and peaches and pears and stuff.
Christian, what about you being small?
Well, listen here. I can tell you this. We're small people. We get to go into really small spaces, and you can't find us at all. And things like under the shelves that you can't grab, like for tall people like this guy. But anyways,
well,
you just don't give us credit.
My question is, why would you be hiding underneath the shelf or hiding in small places? I don't need to hide because I'm so big that I just won't need to be scared of anything.
Right now you're
I don't need to hide.
So I have to hide.
You can't hide.
I don't need to hide. I'm so big that I'm not afraid of anything. Nothing's gonna scare me. I don't need to hide. How about that, Christian? Small person.
Well, I don't know how you're gonna be looking at me because you're so way up there. So
what does that have to do with that?
Still already wearing invisible right there. So I think I won that debate.
I don't think so. I feel like being that big, I inherently have more strength as well. I feel like if proportionate to my height, my mass will be, I'll be super strong.
Well, the question is, can you fit in a door? Because we fit in a door.
I will probably not. I would need a special house.
Special house? Oh, what is this now? The special episode?
What? I would need a special house probably, but you would too. I mean, you could live in a normal house, but then everything would be too big. It'd be so inconvenient for you. You would need ladders and step stools to get anywhere. You would need a special small house. So
This is true. All right, 30 seconds left. Sell me on it. I gotta choose.
Somebody's got to come up with a hot topic here. Hot
oh
thing.
man,
I gotta choose. What do I want to be? Big or small? Sell me.
7 feet or 1 foot.
the best thing about being 27 feet. Wow.
That doesn't
Well,
help you, Tim.
I can tell you this.
I got really long legs, so I can walk places really fast.
Mm.
It's good. Let's hear it, Kristen. Final point.
I'm trying to think of something real quick.
You get a squeaky voice.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say? Because we're short, we gotta have squeaky voices.
I don't know. You're the one that did the voice.
All right.
No, I really can't think.
All right. Well, this debate has ended. And based on the evidence, I'm going to have to go with the better option is the 27-foot tall person.
Damn. Score 1 for Tim.
That's what I thought. Oh, are we keeping score
I
here?
don't know. I just said.
Oh,
I didn't know we did that.
But the points don't matter.
oh. But I won.
All right.
Ryan, hit us with the next one.
I got to do
Hey,
my
hey.
other question?
Wait,
I can ask you. Yeah, well,
Oh, yeah, we can switch it up. We can switch it up.
I'll ask the next one. So this will be for Scott and Brian.
Ooh.
Kristen's a judge.
So, Christian, you're going to be the judge on this one. What would make a better track and field coach? Scott, you're going to get a three-toed sloth. And Brian, you're going to get a giant tortoise.
Oh, shit.
So a better track and field coach. Which one? I'll start the timer. Go.
Well,
I mean,
basically, go ahead. I'll let you go first because you suck.
I mean,
Wow.
the sloth is slow, but it's by choice. So, I mean, we're up in the trees. We get a better field of view, so we can coach better because we can get that better vantage point. So I think that's
Yeah, but since you're all the way up there in the trees, you're going to have to yell down to all the people you're coaching and you're going to lose your voice and you won't be able to coach. I figure as a tortoise, I could at least roll around in my shell and get faster that way.
okay. Well, I mean, in all my time in the trees, I've never seen a tortoise roll around a shell. What I could always do is I could sit on top of the tortoise, and as you're moving real slow, I could just kind of coach the slower kids. And then when you're kind of out of the way, I could use my longer reach to point out all of the mistakes in the other kids that they could work on.
Well,
That's a good one.
what I could do is I could get all behind all the slower kids and I could nip them in the ass to make them run faster. So that way they wouldn't be slow, they'd be catching up to everybody else in front of them. And I'd also, it's mythology that tortoises are the smarter animal anyways. So they'd, come up with more creative ways to coach the children or whoever I'm coaching.
Well, I mean, with my long nails, I could probably scratch enough of a note to report you for sexual harassment for biting children. So once you've been removed from all of the coaching duties, I'll obviously be the only one left. I'll be more trustworthy, considering that I won't be inflicting any sort of pain or negative incensement. I think that's pretty key. Positive reinforcement versus, sexual harassment.
Well, I'm going to go back to what you said first, and you said you're going to be way up in the trees. I think that people coaching them would rather have somebody, next to them, like in their face, not in their face like this, but, a couple feet away. So like, you can hear them nice and not have to scream at them like a jackass.
All right.
Because they're so hot fire.
I don't know how the time goes.
I gotta time it. I'm gonna cut right before the last 30 seconds for your final arguments here. I'm just gonna say, just remind track and field. Remember, guys, track and field. So not just running. There's other obstacles. So for your last closing statement, 30 seconds.
Damn.
Go for it.
So just to round it all out, while I can be up high, I have options. I can be high, I can be medium, I can be low, I can be on the ground. On the ground, I got a lot of limbs. They're all out there. I can throw stuff. I can catch stuff. I can run a little bit slower, but I could run. I've been there. I've done it.
Wow.
So
Well, I could use myself as something to be thrown because I'm like more of a disc. So I could come into my shell and the kids could throw me as practice, and I could tell them better techniques on how to throw.
turtle-shaped disc. Here we go.
All right.
And I wouldn't have, okay.
You can do your last. Go ahead.
And I wouldn't have to jump over the objects. I could just go right under them.
Oh god.
All right,
All right.
that's
So,
pretty good. So Christian, what do you think?
so
Who is the better track and field
I'm gonna
coach?
go for Scott.
The
What?
sloth, the three-toed sloth, better than the giant tortoise.
Because the whole rolling around doesn't exist for turtle.
Come on.
It doesn't. Yeah, but I was thinking when you said that,
Biscuits with the giant tortoise.
I was thinking Mario Kart, like the shell
Yeah,
going flying.
that's what I was getting at.
Sore loser.
Everything else, you were going good, Brian, but then
Come on,
Scott
man.
was like making more sense. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Stupid sloth.
all right, he is the final judge, so can't argue with him in this
Ooh.
situation.
I got rigged.
You got rigged.
I was
whatever
rigged.
that means.
I was hacked.
All right.
I got one. I'm gonna put you back in the judge seat one more time, Christian.
Ooh.
This one is for Brian and Tim. So, what would be better? To have all of your fingers be replaced by toes, or have all of your toes be replaced
I knew
by
it.
fingers? So, Brian, you got toes on your hand.
Damn.
Tim, you got fingers on your feet. You sell Christian on what's better. Go.
Quick, I just want to. Do I also have fingers on my hands? Oh, yeah, I have to, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay, all right. I was gonna say because that would make sense. Okay,
You got
so
20 toes or you got 20 fingers.
I got fingers on my toes.
Yep.
That's way better.
It was a
So
weird
now-
accident. It was a weird accident. We had fingers donated. All
That's
your
way better.
fingers.
So why don't you just get to your point, Tim? I'm going to say that I can run really fast like a gorilla. I can be on all fours because I got toes on my hands, my feet. I can just be super
Yeah, but-
fast.
Right, I like
Just
that.
because you have fingers, toes for fingers, your back and your arms are still the same. So running on all fours isn't necessarily going to work.
It will. I'm a gorilla.
I would be like a sloth because I can grab onto like anything with my feet now too. Though I can like climb trees looking good. I can like drive my car with my feet, and if I wanted to, I can do anything. Anything you can pick up with your hands, I can now pick up with my feet. I can play games. I can play 2 different games. I can be playing a Xbox game with my feet and then playing a PlayStation game with my hands because it's all hands. That's all I can do.
Well-
I can multitask like a boss.
You think you can multitask, but when you have toes as fingers, you could do anything you wanted to do in life. I mean, you still got, the hypothetical thumb, right? The big toe. You can grab shit with it. You could do anything.
Not really.
You could
I don't know.
you could smell your own feet
Mm.
as toes for hands. You could.
Do you still, I don't think it's a whole foot on your hand though. I think it's just toes instead of fingers. You still have the
But
palm of
it
your
acts
hand.
like a foot, and you could smell your own
Yeah,
your toes.
it's like this. Basically, you just have short, stubby fingers, so that's way
Yeah.
worse.
You're killing me here, Scott.
There's no.
You just got yourself,
Listen.
you're selling it with the gorilla part. That's the thing.
You could punch
That's-
really small holes in a wall with toes as hands. If you wanted to punch a wall, it'd be knuckle size. You know what I mean?
I guess if that's what you're aiming for, but
so
I mean,
small holes in walls.
small holes in walls. Oh
right.
man,
We're gonna go down final point for each before.
Oh, man.
Christian
I don't
makes
know what else.
his
I mean,
judgment.
I think my first thing was pretty good. Is that I can just grab on to everything I got.
And I think by having toes as fingers in replacement of your fingers, you'd be way more ticklish. You could have ticklish toes, and you just have overall a better life because you're happy.
I mean,
I love it.
that's I guess that's a good one.
All right, let's call it. Christian,
I mean,
what do you determine is better?
based on the argument alone.
This
No,
is,
so it's not the person who's better. Which of the scenarios do you choose?
yeah,
is better?
that's like the way the way they're explaining it to me, right?
Yep,
How they will
just
work.
Yep,
solely
yep.
based
I'm
on the
gonna go-
argument.
I'm gonna go for Brian.
Ah, damn.
Happiness for the win.
Happy life, happy toes.
Because he's sticking those toes somewhere.
Whoa.
He did make some random points that were good though. I couldn't think of anything else besides that. I had one good
He's
one,
like,
but I
got
couldn't think of
everything.
anything
I'm
else.
like, okay, you're gonna sell me on everything.
All right, Christian, hit us.
You got a question?
All right.
before-
So, what is a suitable underwear? And this is going to go for, not because I'm the last one. That's the thing that's going to be tough to. I'm going to go for Tim and Brian.
Ooh.
So, Brian,
Yeah.
wait. Hey, So if Brian and Tim went, I have to choose someone else, right?
No.
You have a
You just
question
can't pick
for-
that same two people again for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Tim and
Yeah,
Brian.
what?
Second question is, but not for you.
Oh, okay.
So you have a
I
question.
get what you're saying.
Brian.
Okay, yeah. So Tim, Brian, what's suitable underwear?
Round 2, Tim.
Brian, adult diapers. Tim, granny panties. Go.
Ooh. Well,
Oh my god.
adult
What's better?
diapers. I mean,
Tell me.
adult diaper is basically the same thing as a kid's diaper, except in adult form. You could shit yourself, you could piss yourself, and not have a care in the world. And I don't know
I
if
like
you'd
it.
be able. Would you be able to change yourself too, or would you have somebody else change you? Because if you had somebody
up to
else
you.
change you, that's just like you're living the life. You don't have to do anything. You sit back, get your stuff changed, go back to what you were doing.
Get stuff changed.
I mean, I don't know if I'd want that. If you're shitting and pissing yourself, as you said, probably not in the best of condition. I wouldn't be a fan of that. I'm gonna rock those granny panties as any other underwear, and I'd just be pretty comfortable walking around in my nice breeze going on there. They're probably nice and loose, not too constrictive on anything.
Sure.
Nice and comfortable, and
I mean,
in the summer, I got a good breeze coming
if
through
you're
there.
wearing-
You got a big diaper, that's gonna be hot.
If you're
You're
wearing
wearing that big.
if you're wearing
Oh.
granny panties, I mean they'd probably fall right off you, so you actually wouldn't be really wearing anything.
Well, there you go. That's
naked Tim. So nobody
Well, that's
wants to
fine.
see naked Tim. Everybody
Well, I
wants to see adult diaper Brian because I'd be way more funny.
I'm still wearing pants.
I'd have the little blue stripe going down the front of my diaper, letting everybody know that means I pissed myself. And basically, I just win.
I don't know about that because
So this is underwear, so it could be worn with pants on.
yes, that's what that was my next comment. I was going to say that.
Doesn't
Pants
matter.
off. Pants off.
Oh no! I was going to say that. I was going to bring that up. That you wearing your giant poofy diaper. You got these giant poofy clown pants on, walking around like a fool. I'm looking normal in my jeans and my shorts, like no difference for me.
But then you're not showing off your granny panties that are so breezy and awesome to wear. You think you'd want
Well,
to show them off?
They're awesome for me.
You think
I'm
you'd
great.
wanna
I'm
show 'em
feeling
off.
good. I don't need to show my granny pants
don't-
off
they don't
because you can
support
see
you.
it. You can see it in
Anyway.
my confidence. You'll see me walking down the street. I'll have the smile on my face. I'll be so full of pride.
They don't. They don't
You don't need
support
to see
you.
'em.
They don't support you in any way.
All right, you gotta.
Your butt
let's
cheeks
call them
are all
30
just
seconds.
flapping down your butt cheeks,
Well, I don't have
And-
flappy butt cheeks. So that's not my problem.
and,
All right,
and
final points.
you just
Final
can't
points.
relieve. You can't relieve yourself the way I can relieve myself and be happy. I can be happy.
Well,
when
yeah,
I
he's trying to
relieve myself.
happy again. You're trying the happiness again, but
I can relieve
I
myself,
can too in a normal bodily function. And,
but it'll
and
just
use the
leak right
restroom.
out of the side of your granny panties.
I'm not. Well, I'm going to the bathroom like a normal person. I can hold myself. I
You
have
can fit
a
2
bladder
feet in
that's
one hole of your
controlled.
granny panties.
Yeah,
All right.
that's fine.
Got it.
That's still fine.
All right, he's
We still
calling
got
it.
it.
That's
All right,
time.
I'd say we still got some time, but all right.
Call it time. Whew, that's difficult. So, shitting and pissing yourself is a little gross. But if we're gonna go on this argument solely based on who would I rather see, naked Tim,
Oh,
adult diaper Brian, I might have to say I would probably rather see adult diaper Brian.
why are my pants off though? I don't get it.
Hey, that's what I got out of this argument. So
Kick your ass, Tim. 2-0.
Oh my god, you got rigged. I got rigged. Brian was complaining he got rigged.
all right,
Well, I kind of wanted to see Brian in an adult diaper. That's the thing. I didn't want to.
That's
My
two-
pants
that's-
got taken off.
I'll
back to you,
fucking
Brian.
kick your
Question
ass.
2.
My pants got taken off. No,
All right. This one is sort of an internal joke between some of us. So,
Oh.
what is better, a fence post or a concrete
all
bag?
right.
Scott, you're going to get the fence post. And Christian, you're the concrete
you.
bag.
Good.
So, just a regular fence post and a regular concrete bag.
You
As
are
a face?
one of those metal fence posts that you see like holding up one of the chain link fence. And Christian,
so I'm-
you're a quick rate concrete bag.
Christian's just a straight up bag.
Quick. All right.
All right.
Do
And
something.
Let me get my time going. Here we go.
I got one too.
Stopwatch. Go.
All right, just the top of my head. Easily, you don't want to put up a chain fence. You could just put bags on the ground one by one, and you can make it grow and grow. You can make it like the Great Wall of China if you want to.
Hmm.
All right. Well, you know how heavy it would be to create a wall of cement bags, just straight up bags. As a fence post, I mean, it's metal. It's already come standing up. You can connect me to multiple of my friends and put a chain link between us, and we're already a wall. You don't have to put 7,000 pounds between us and pretend to copy another country. Because I mean, we don't really copy China anymore.
Let's just say we can just tear you down easily. You name it, cars can go through you. Look at us. We just stand tall.
Well, for one, concrete bags don't stand, but a fence post is built to stand. We're in the we're on the wall, we're on the side, we're just erect constantly.
Erect constantly.
We're talking about durability. You know who's good for durability.
Concrete. I could just hop on top of you, put a little hole in the top of you, roll you over. Your bag's empty. What am I? I'm still a fence post. You're now an empty bag of paper and just a pile of just crumby on the ground.
Crumbies.
Crumbies. This is a pile of
Crumpies, but once it rains, baby, it's hard.
yeah, then you just like a hard slab. I could just put myself in the middle and you just get hard around me.
Oh shit!
Keep going, Christian. You got a counter. You still got time left.
A minute and 10 seconds.
You worship me. I stand in the middle. You just get hard all around me, dude. I stand tall. You melt.
I melt.
Come on,
Sorry.
Christian.
You got time left. Still got a minute.
But still, how much concrete bags can you get hard around?
Me, bro. I'm standing right in the middle of you. I'm
We
standing
can just
right
go
now.
over you. The more times we get
I'll put a
concrete
hole
bag.
through your bag.
Dude,
Through your bags.
how many bags does it take?
I'll go through as many
It could
bags.
be many.
30 seconds.
All right, final arguments. You can make a fence. That's easy. You can get creative. If there's a concrete bag in your way, stab me right through it, put some water on it. He gets hard, he never moves. He's as dumb as a bag. I'm there. I'm making your fence. He's the base. I'm what you see. It's nothing
Christian,
else.
final argument.
All I could say is the more concrete bags you break, the more we rise. I don't know. That
Like
can't
a
really-
bag of bread.
All right, that was 3 minutes.
Yep. Man, all right. At first I was going towards concrete bags. I like the point he made about crashing through a fence easily with a car, but a concrete wall is pretty good. But then it kind of fell short after that. You kind of lost it. It's got some more points, some more uses. So out of overall usefulness and overall getting hard in between things, I'm gonna give this one to Scott. Fence post.
Fence post for the win.
Easy.
I like it.
In the bag.
In the bag.
Oh.
Sorry.
All right.
It's still all right, Tim.
Can I ask it another one? All right. So let's see here. This one's a little tricky, a little more confusing. It's gonna be for Christian and Brian. So what would be better? Not being understood by anybody, or not, which is already Christian's. That seems like already his thing, or not being able to understand anybody. So Christian, you're getting not being understood by
I feel
anyone,
like that Christian has both already.
and then Brian, you're getting not able to understand anyone.
So I can't comprehend anything.
You can't understand that anyone else is saying. And Christian,
Everything Christian says, no one
everything you say, no one understands.
No one understands it.
No one
All right.
understands. All right, go.
So basically, and this is my biggest one right here. I'm gonna start hot. So people talk to me, right? I don't have a care in the world of what they're saying because I can't understand them. So I'm living my life happy as a motherfucker.
He's playing the
You know what
happy
I mean?
card.
I can just do whatever I want. If somebody tells me to not do something, I don't know what they're saying, so screw it. I'm just gonna keep doing what I was doing before, being happy.
Okay.
Well, all I can say is anything I say, it just goes woof over his head because he doesn't understand.
But nobody understands what you say. So you could
Are you understanding me right now?
If somebody was like being able to walk like into a death hole, right? And there's an old lady walking to a hole. You couldn't tell her to stop because she'd have no clue what you're saying. I could at least run over and say, I can still speak, but I can't understand. So I could say, stop. And then she'll be like, why? I'll be like, I don't know what you just said, but
So basically, if someone's speaking in foreign tongue or saying bad words to him, he'll be like, "What? What's going on?" And I'll be like, "That guy's dumb."
but I might be dumb, voice crack, but I'm dumb and happy. Okay, and that's probably the best way to live life.
Come on, Christian, need some more here from you.
So,
Why is it good not to be understood by anybody?
Well, I could say so many things that you guys won't even understand at this point. I can swear. I can say whatever I
But
want.
it's useless. If nobody understands you, it's useless. It's just words going into nowhere that nobody knows.
Well,
what
that's
you're
all
saying.
right. I can write things down.
I could still I'd be in school sitting there at a desk learning shit, right? A teacher can write it on a board and I could still read it and I could still learn that way. But you would not be able to ask a question. You could not be able to ask a question and get help.
Well, I can just write it down.
Yeah, but you can't use my argument. You have to say something else.
So basically, I got the understanding through written part, and I can refer back to in writing.
Yeah, but you got to be creative and come up with something else.
I can draw it.
So basically, I can learn better than you. I'm happier than you. I could save people's lives because you can't speak to them.
How you gonna learn if you can't understand them?
They can write it down for me. That's what they do for people who can't hear. In the real world, it's not necessarily that I can't hear, but I can't comprehend what they're saying. So it's kind of one and the same. Get
Our
right.
final arguments, Christian. Let's go. Need something strong here.
I feel like they exploited a loophole in Tim's question here with the rating.
Yeah, I mean, it's not specific. So, hey, if they want to bend it that way, it's what it is.
I could
You
be
gotta
sitting
create
there
it.
at a Patriots game, right? I'm sitting there in the crowd going nuts. The announcers are saying like important stuff. I don't care. I'm just watching the game for entertainment, man. I see a big play. Quarterback throws a touchdown. Boom. I know it's a touchdown. I can still see. I'm happy.
All right. Christian, anything else? Last thing right here has 3 minutes. Last thing.
Well, all I can say is I can learn anything. That's all I can say. I can't think of it.
All right. That's it.
I got this one in the bag, as Scott would say.
Right through the bag.
What do you think?
I think based on argument. So I'll jump in and say that for Brian's arguments, those same things can also still apply to Christian. Christian can observe and choose to be happy. And functionally, Christian's handicap is probably worse.
That's the thing. Like, I can say whatever I want.
I think Brian fought a hard battle.
Yeah.
He sold me. He's happy. He's at a Patriots game. I mean, guy's living life through all his weird scenarios. I'm gonna have to give this one to Brian as well. But I'll say Christian definitely got hit with the handicap on this one.
Yeah. Because at this point, Scott can't understand what I'm saying because I'm trying to say words, but he can't understand.
It's got to be creative, man.
I didn't hear anything Christian said the whole time. So I didn't.
Brian's like, woohoo.
Brian was just saying the same thing because he didn't know what people were saying to him. It was really hard.
Oh, shit.
That was a good one.
All right. So I got one for Tim and Christian.
Damn, about time I get to judge.
All right, Brian is the judge. So, in the zombie apocalypse,
Ooh.
what would you rather be? Tim, you're a blind ninja. Christian, you're a deaf wizard.
Oh, whoa.
Sell Brian.
Wow.
Who would you rather be in the zombie
Tim is a
apocalypse?
blind ninja. And
Tim's a
Christian is
blind ninja.
deaf
And
wizard.
Christian's a deaf wizard. Christian is a wizard who can't hear. Tim is a ninja who can't see.
It's a rough one.
Zombie apocalypse.
Damn.
Go.
All right. Well, I'm gonna come out real quick, just saying I'm a ninja, so all my senses are top notch, heightened all the way up. Yeah, it sucks being blind. That's a huge sense that I lose. Absolutely. But my hearing, I'm over here like Daredevil. I can basically see with my hearing. I got that like echo communication, like a bat going on. I can feel you. I can sense you. I can hear you.
All right.
I
So
adapted.
instantly, I kind of already won this battle because I'm a deaf wizard. Instantly, I have magic. I can even get myself hearing back. So at this point,
All right. Well,
I'm already
I
back to my
lost.
senses. So I can just be throwing out spells and back to normal. Whatever.
That's a valid point. That's pretty hard to beat. I guess I can't make myself see, but I got some sick tools. In a zombie apocalypse, a sword is up there for one of the best things. I got some range weapons. I got some shurikens, so I can keep my distance if I need to. Probably pretty hard to hit something if I'm blind, but like I said, my hearing's so good. I can hear where those zombies make a lot of noise usually. You can hear them moaning and stuff, so I can pick up where they are. Hit them with a shuriken, take their head off with the sword. So I got the weapons in my bag.
So
Let's say Christian, you were born deaf, so you didn't know what hearing was to give it back to yourself.
all right. I can write things down because you can write spells. You can instantly just write them up and just conjuring them up like regular alchemist type wizard or whatever, the ones that can actually write like patterns and stuff. I can instantly just do pattern and poof, things come out of nowhere. So I can get myself hearing aids if I wanted to, and I can actually learn myself back to where I was. Or I could just reverse everything that happened to me at birth. And at this point, I could just end the apocalypse. And then right off the blind ninja way. It's like, see you later.
He's really focused on his getting his own hearing back. He's a little selfish of a wizard over here. I'm trying to help. I'll help other people as a ninja. I'm very noble. I have a good code. I'll help train other people in my ninja ways, so together we can be stronger, and it will be a group of ninjas.
Yeah, but I just ended the apocalypse and brought happiness to the world.
Oh, now he's gonna pull the happiness.
So you rather have a ninja in an apocalypse or a wizard bringing humanity back to life?
Jesus.
Well, I don't know if they can do that, but
30 seconds.
Hey, if I had my last spell and it would between either staying death or saving the world, dude, I'll save the world any day.
Well, it's actually deaf, not death.
yeah, I don't know what he just said. But
Death. Yeah, death.
yeah, but there's also zombies.
Yeah, but I'm saving humanity and bringing it back to existence.
How are you gonna do that?
Just write it up.
I'm over here killing zombies with my nasty ninja skills.
For what?
All right.
What do you mean for? Because there's zombies everywhere.
That's time. Ladies.
Hi, Brian.
All right. Christian, you were a little selfish. You wanted to get your hearing back. I mean, that selfishness can be a good thing sometimes because that would better equip you in the zombie apocalypse to be able to hear. But you were also focusing on yourself rather than the group. Tim, you got some cool weapons. You got some echo hearing, whatever the fuck you called it.
Echo communication.
But I think Christian got me when he said he's going to save humanity and be happy.
God damn the happy bullshit.
He said he brought back humanity. I think I'm going with Christian, the deaf wizard.
Oh my god.
Was it?
That's
I
that's
just
not where I
physically,
saw that going.
yeah, I physically can't do that at all.
Damn.
Besides just killing as many zombies as I can.
Wizard was the wrong choice there.
A little OP, I think, in that case.
All right. Didn't consider that, but I guess magic. I didn't put a
Yeah, magic's pretty unlimited.
magic, so
Yeah,
you
it's a
had
little
me
rough.
until Christian said he was going to save humanity. You had me up until then.
yeah, that's my fault for not putting
Yeah.
magic. So he had as much magic, you had as much ninja skills, so that
I
is what
couldn't
it is.
I couldn't argue with that at the end.
Battle's won.
Damn. Good,
All right.
good one.
Christian
All right.
hit us. A different team this time.
So Brian, you gonna be the judge on this?
All right.
Best sauce on a pizza.
Oh,
Scott, tomato sauce. Hot sauce. Go.
That's easy. Just a quick note: Scott's not a fan of tomato sauce in real life. All right, let's go.
All right. Well, I mean, if you think of a pizza is bread, sauce, and cheese. The sauce is tomato sauce. It's been that way since whatever people created it. It's gone through generations and generations. There's been variations, but everybody goes back to the original. You can't beat it. You can change it, but the classic is always there. It's there. That is what it is. It's
I respect that. I respect the idea of a classic, but I also like innovation. I like changing things up again because how you ever going to find out something new if you don't change it? If you don't know you like something until you try it. So let's throw that pizza sauce, that tomato sauce out the window and start dumping hot sauce on that pizza. Kick the spice up a little bit, get it going.
All right. So 2 things. 1, an entire pizza covered in hot sauce. That's a bit ridiculous. 2, who did you just throw all that tomato sauce on? In this guy's world of innovation, the people out his window are sacrificing their cleanliness, their home, by being covered in tomato sauce. I think you can have more than one option, but you have to recognize where you came from. You have the tomato sauce. You might have hot sauce in the cabinet. I mean, you're not throwing it out the window, but you can keep it in the cabinet. But you got to know that you got tomato sauce on the pizza. It starts. You want to add a little hot sauce? Maybe. But the tomato sauce starts there. You gotta respect your surroundings.
All right, I do. Like I said, I respect the classics and whatnot. I looked before I threw it out the window, so we're good there. I was like, I just wanted to do some birds and some animals I wanted to feed with tomato sauce outside, so I threw it out the window, feed the animals.
That's how we feed animals.
The whole hot sauce, the entire pizza being covered in hot sauce. We didn't say how hot the hot sauce was. I got various levels of hotness. So if someone just wants to try a new hot sauce that's a little mild, they can put that on there. It can be a tomato-y kind of hot sauce. So you got that. And then if someone like Christian over here, who's crazy and can eat an entire bucket of hot wings and be fine, he wants the hotter hot sauce, then we can kick it up to the hotter level for Christian. So it's a little bit for everybody. Hot sauce comes in very, very various flavors and hotnesses.
See, when you talk hot sauce is very niche. Not many people like in their hot sauce. It has its core group. If you think you got 7, almost 8 billion people on the planet, I think a pretty small percentage of those are probably dumping hot sauce on all their food.
30 seconds.
Even. All right, let's say 1 million people, or 1 billion people like hot sauce. They're gonna, we like hot sauce enough to put some on my pizza. There's 7 billion other people that are like, that's a little bit too spicy for me. I like my pizza how it was designed to be made.
Ooh.
Bread, tomato sauce, cheese.
Come on, Tim. Last one.
Final argument. You got allergies, you're all stuffed up, eating a normal pizza.
Oh, shit.
That was a good pizza, but now I'm still all congested. Hot sauce pizza comes in. Oh, that was a delicious pizza. Look at that. Oh, my sinuses are all cleared up now. Now I'm feeling great. I'm happy.
That's very American of you to eat 2 pizzas.
That's time, boys. Oh, damn. That was a good one. Wow.
Wanted Scott to sell that tomato sauce.
In real life, I am a fan of classic stuff. As me being Brian. I am not a fan of hot sauce in real life, not even the mildest form.
That's true.
But
what a this is rigged, bad judge.
You both had me at one point. Scott, you got me more towards the end when you said the 7 billion people. Tim, you had me when you said innovation, and you also got me with the allergies part because, as you know, I got terrible allergies. So I think
clear it up.
Tim played to the judge better. I'm going to go with Tim.
Yeah, let's go.
Play to the judge. The truth doesn't matter.
Playing to the judge. Hot sauce. Right. Even though I don't like it, hot sauce wins.
Yeah. Hot sauce.
Okay.
So back to me for my final question, huh?
Final question, Brian.
All right. This one is between Tim and Scott. Again.
Oh, again?
What is better to fly? an orangutan or a dolphin?
What?
What?
Scott,
Like flying?
Like-
what?
Like you're flying it?
in the air, like on top of
I'm
it.
on top of it?
Yep.
All right.
Scott, you're the orangutan.
Son of a bitch.
Tim,
I wanted the
Tim, you're the dolphin.
easy.
All right, guys. I need a faster way to get around places. Let's go.
All right.
All right. Well, for one, orangutan, not quite as aerodynamic. Might get there a little slower, but when you land, that thing's gonna take you right on the land. It's gonna show you around. It's a tour guide. It's a roommate. Yo, you want to get out of here? Hop on. Let's get out of here. It's a best friend. It's a ride. It's all in one package. I mean, what else do you need?
Dolphins, right? You already gave me my first point, aerodynamic. Look at that. They're flying through the air, super smooth, super fast. They're almost naturally, you sit on them nicely. They got little handles on there. Plus, they're one of the smartest, the mammal, right? Mammal, one of the smartest mammals on Earth.
Okay, doesn't even know what his animal is.
Incredibly intelligent. And to your point, he walks you around on the land. That's cool and all, but say there's a lot of traffic or something when you get on land or the skies, right? Skies, the no-fly zone. Dolphin can just hop in the water, and I'll just shoot across the top of the water with the dolphin. So now I got another way of moving as well.
Yeah, that's cool and all. Dolphins are real intelligent, but you're flying on this dolphin, and you're like, oh, hey, tell me a story. And he's like, hey, you you can't understand a single thing he's saying. this orangutan, he's pretty close to human brain development, where we're sign language in. We're like, he's not as aerodynamic. He doesn't have a seat. We're hugging in the sky. We're face to face. He's like hitting me with some sign language. We're talking, having an in-depth conversation. I mean, communication's key. I mean, intelligence is great, but if you can't communicate, then it's not real great.
I'm pretty sure dolphins are like telepathic. So, I'm just going to communicate with my dolphin on a whole different level, a whole different a telepathic communication connection with my dolphin. So I don't even need to talk or sign language.
All right,
Just that smart.
in the world of the orangutan, not the world of the telepathic dolphin. That was the world that some Jeff Bezos created when he was in the pocket, maybe. In the real world, the orangutan, like I said, he's hitting me with some sign language. Maybe he develops a little speech pattern. I teach him a little bit of sounds, get him his alphabet. Then we're talking. He's physically talking back and forth. I have a talking orangutan that's flying me around. And you're over here pretending to communicate with your dolphin, just screeching at each other.
All right. Say we're flying through the air and we go down. Same scenario. We crash land in the water. One, I'm on a dolphin. The dolphin's got that covered already. But say you're an orangutan, very good swimmer. We'll say that. We're good. We're chilling in the water. Shark comes up. What are you gonna do now? My dolphin, they've been known to call their dolphin friends up and fight off shark attacks together. We'll swarm them. We'll do cool flips and stuff. Dolphins can backflip. That's pretty cool right there. So you're now just stranded in the water with a swimming orangutan getting eaten by a shark.
See, somehow you're stranded. We came down. We were a little tired. I popped him a banana. We're back up in the sky. That shark's down below. We're hitting him with some sign language. Like, oh, no, screw you. You can't get us. And we're off to our destination. We're done.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
All right, well, that's it. Christian,
Well,
flying orangutan or flying dolphin?
Well, at the beginning, Tim was getting it good. He was telling like the aerodynamics and stuff. He was doing science right there. And at the same time, we had two like different ways of going from the sky to the ocean. But then Scott just hit with like, man, he's there for you. He's silent with you. He wants to be your buddy. So Dolphin just wants to get there. So,
I'm
gonna
just thought of something. Damn it.
It's over.
I know. I just thought of something I should have said.
It's over.
Flying
it's
orangutan.
I'm
Flying
going to say
all the way.
Scott won this argument. Post-argument, that orangutan's going to rip your face off. my dolphin will not rip my face off. I should have said that.
Only if you don't share that connection. We got that connection.
Damn, he's gonna rip my face off after this.
Man,
That's a good one.
okay.
All right, Tim. Final one.
Final one? All right. So, this one, Brian's going to be the judge again. A little simpler question here, kind of similar to Scott's in a way. But Christian, you have socks for gloves. Scott, gloves for socks. That's it. Which one's better?
I mean, easy. If my socks are already gloves, I don't need shoes because gloves usually have a little bit of yum 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 to them, you know. I slip on a glove on each foot. I'm gone. I'm running through the streets. I'm running up the mountain because I got a little bit of thermal protection on them. I'm climbing trees. Boop boop boop. I'm all over the place.
Boop, boop, boop.
Screw shoes. How much money does a glove cost? How much money do shoes cost? I just saved you $100 a year. Done.
Dang.
Well, instantly, I don't know how you got to grab a door handle in the winter time because you need those socks for your warm comfort in the winter. You need to grab things. You know, it doesn't matter. You need to whatever you need to walk on your feet. It matters about your hands. You gotta touch things. You gotta feel things. You gotta feel the warmness of socks on your hands. Nobody has done that before. It's amazing. You can smell your feet on your hands. Who doesn't want to do that?
Okay. Come on,
All right,
Scoot.
so that's valid. But let's say I don't have shoes on anymore. I'm running around barefoot. My feet are flexing. They're moving. They're stronger. I had to get to a door. The handle's a little cold, like you said. I throw my foot up there. My foot's so agile now. Boom. Open the door with my foot. Done.
Okay, instantly you're talking about going to the doctor because you got problems with your feet lifting up at certain angles and weird to open up handles with your feet. That's just ridiculous. We're talking about human hands here, man. They're the most things that we need to worry about, man. Air germs. Once we put those socks on, we're protected by anything.
Yeah, I mean, I got hands too, but your hands are gonna just be full of like mold. And like, are you ever gonna wash the socks? Chances are, if you're walking around with socks on your hands, you're just a sort of like a freaky, dirty kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Freaky
So
dirty.
you're probably not washing them. So your hands are gonna get kind of moldy, kind of stinky, kind of smelly. Oh, you're opening doors. You know who's behind that door? Nobody's behind
30
that door.
seconds.
Nobody's waiting for you. behind that door.
All I can say, how you gonna wash gloves? That's just ridiculous. At this point, socks can be reused as many times as you want. You can clean them in any way, form, or fashion. You can throw them in a sink and just put some soap on it. You're good.
Yeah, but I don't need to wash my gloves because I'm using them as shoes. So I've saved money on shoes. I can toss the pair of gloves, get a new pair of gloves, cheaper than a pair of shoes. Off I go, running on the mountains, climbing trees, I'm opening doors with my feet.
But we're wearing the same pair of socks, cleaning them over and over. We're good.
All right. That was good. That's time. Man. Gloves for feet.
What?
Or
Gloves for socks.
whatever.
Gloves on your feet.
Yeah, gloves on your feet or socks on the hands.
Pretty much.
Scott, you had me with saving money and being able to walk, do whatever you got to do without worrying about ripping holes in your socks
Yep.
or as quick as you would with socks. Christian, you had a valid point about washing them, being clean. And you could also, still use your hands as you would a normal person. Scott, you can't really open doorknobs with your feet. Or, like Christian said.
Okay, so
This is like, for me, this is split. I gotta go with. This is no easy decision, but I think I gotta go with socks for hands
Hey,
or socks on your hands.
I was gonna say it's not socks for hands.
I think I gotta go with the socks on your hands.
Socks as gloves on.
socks as hands.
All right,
Wow.
goes to Christian.
Thanks.
I'm
No
gonna say
easy
I'm a
one.
little.
No easy one.
I was a little. That conversation was a little weird. I didn't think it was gonna go the way I thought it was gonna go with Scott too. I'm still confused why Scott has gloves on his feet and he's opening doors with his feet when he still has functional hands.
That's what I said. I have functional hands. If it's a
Like,
little
why?
cold, I can toss my
Oh,
foot.
okay, all right. I was like, I'm confused why he went to that way. It was a little strange to me.
And does Christian not have socks on either? That guy's just even weirder.
I mean, he could still have socks too, but he would just
He's got, like,
instead of gloves, he's wearing
I
socks.
already declared that Christian won, so there's
Yeah. Just some post
Forget about it.
okay.
some post topic.
All right. Here's my last one. This one is for Brian and Christian. Tim, you're the judge.
Judge for nice.
All right. So let's say you are deserted on an island.
Yep.
But when you landed on that island from your plane, deserted island, when you landed on the plane, Brian, you broke both your legs.
Ooh.
Christian, you broke both your arms.
Oh, come on.
Ooh.
Okay. Easy.
How is it better? What's the better scenario, to be deserted on an island with 2 broken legs or 2 broken
I gotta
arms?
ask an initial feeler out question here. What is the island? Is it sand? Is it grass and dirt? What are we talking about?
It's a sandy on the outside with a little jungle in the middle.
All right.
Alright.
Start off.
Go. Let's go.
I would never go on the sand part because one, I'd have to do handstands to get myself around everywhere, and if I ruin those hands from the hot ass sand, I'm done. I'm toast. So I'd be climbing trees, making, what do you call those things? A hammock, right? I'd be living large in the tall trees, climbing, boom, 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 right up the trees, grabbing coconuts, cutting those bitches open, staying alive. Christian doesn't have any arms to do that shit with. He lost his hands. He lost his thumbs. That means he lost his brain because he doesn't know what to do.
So right now, at this point in the beginning of using your hands for your feet is ridiculous because you'd be looking down all the time. Where would you be going? I got feet. I could stand up like a normal person.
You can't climb a tree with your feet
Who needs to climb tree? I could just kick it. Coconuts would fall down.
and land on your head.
Ooh.
And
Everything else, I could just sit down
can't
and just
catch the
use my
coconut.
feet as my regular hands to
You
start
can't.
building things like a fire, and I could still look straight while you're being looking like
How are you
this.
going to build a fire with your fucking feet?
Sit down. Normal. Sit.
You can't even catch the coconuts after you kick the tree. You're going to
I
have
don't
to.
need that. I could just kick it
How
around.
can you carry the coconuts between your legs and still walk where you need to go? You're stranded. You lost.
Hey, hacky sack.
How are you going to throw the hacky sack to yourself? You don't have a hand to do it.
Who needs the hands when you can start kicking things around?
Listen, I could swim in the water. I could use my hands. I got to get over the sand barrier, right? I just got to do it. I can go in the water. I could swim down. I could swim up. Whatever. I could. He can't. I mean, you can sort of swim with your legs a little bit, I guess, but he just looks like this the whole time. You know, that's stupid. You don't have to necessarily kick your feet to swim. You know, I mean, come on.
At this point, all the villagers would just look at him and say, "Oh, look at that creepy little creature." And then me, they're just so like, "Oh, look, he's standing up straight. Looks like normal to me."
My forts and things that I make to protect myself would be 10 times better constructed than Christian's because he would make his with his feet. I could actually, make mine waterproof, and I could stay off the ground, way up high, no snakes, no whatever things that live in the ground, grasshoppers, gophers, sand mites, sand fleas. I don't have to deal with none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Snakes,
need
grasshoppers, those are the
I don't
worst.
need
Dude,
that
I hate
shit. I can
grasshoppers.
get up in the tree. I can get my fruit. I can dig holes. Christian can't really dig holes with his feet. You know? What can you do?
All right,
Final
final
arguments. Let's go.
Well, all I could say is I can get places much quicker than just getting your handstanding because you have no idea where you're going.
So let me throw out a little scenario, right? I'm Christian.
Hurry up.
I got no arms. I see a fish in the water. I got to sprint towards that fish. I'm going to jump in the water. How do you get the fish? You can't use your arms. You jump and headbutt the fish. Is that how you get it? It's just like this. I know that's stupid.
Anything
You can't
you
use
do
your
your
arms.
hands, I can just train my feet to just grab.
I can
Anything.
handstand, grab the fish, cut the fish, eat the fish, cook the fish. I can survive with arms and without
All right.
legs.
All right, we're gonna time it there. All right, let's hear it, Tim.
That was a good one. Both had some pretty good arguments. Some of Brian's were a little far fetched, I think. I mean, I guess you'd be climbing trees, you'd be ripped. If you climb in trees with no legs, it's pretty hard, but I guess you could do it. I like Christian's counter with the kicking the trees to get the coconuts. That was pretty quick. I like that one. Movement's pretty good. Christian, watching where he's going, that's important. But I think overall, versatility with the hands making forts, that's pretty big in survival. Making fires, I think Brian's got the upper hand in that one. I really wanted Christian to come through with this one because I think he had the disadvantage coming out, but I got to give it to Brian. Sorry.
I will say one thing. I don't think either of them get a fish.
Yeah, I don't know.
You just stand in the water, you reach in, you grab a fish. Brian's going in on his hands. That guy's face is under the water the whole time.
Yeah.
He's gonna grab a fish and somehow get back out of the water. He's already drowned.
Yeah. But I can crawl with hands. I can crawl
Anyways.
myself.
All right. Brian took that one. All right, Christian,
Yeah.
finish us off.
All
right. So Tim's gonna be the judge for this. It's
yeah.
gonna go like this. Which is a better toilet seat? Scott, sandpaper, Brian, Brillo pad.
Oh.
Ooh. Well, none of those are good at all. I just want to throw that out there.
All right. So with the toilet seat, the sandpaper, it's not pleasant. Let's get it over with. But what you do with the sandpaper is you kind of limit your movement early. You know what I mean? You build up a little bit of tolerance. You kind of get some scar tissue going on down there. You get it real tough. Over time, that sand starts to erode away. Now you got some nice tough butt cheeks done there. and then as that sand kind of erodes, you get a nice smooth seat. So you get a smooth kind of seat with a nice tough butt cheek. I mean, that's pretty good.
Listen, in general, my butt cheeks have a higher pain tolerance than yours. So if I sit on my Brillo pad, it's just not going to hurt. I got butt cheek pain tolerance. So in general, I would think a Brillo pad, once you get past the uncomfortableness sort of spiky kind of whatever you want to call that feeling, it's more cushiony than a sandpaper. I mean, think about it. It's squishy, right? You get, like I said, you got to get past the uncomfortableness at first, but it's just overall more comfortable.
All right. So first of all, it's a little unfair because we're both sitting on some hard surfaces, but I'm not getting spanked all the time like Brian, getting this buildup of tolerance like he is. So the Brillo pad, you got a little bit of squish going on in there. Let's say you get some splashback. You're not sitting all the way back in the bowl. You got that little spot behind your butt. Get some splashback. Get a little bit of diarrhea splashes going on there. That sinks down in that Brillo pad in those little spots.
Oh.
That metal Brillo pad, that ain't moving it. It ain't drying it. My sandpaper gets wet. You kind of wipe it. You move it around. Sandpaper, you're not really sliding all around. You're solid. You're holding it down.
The thing about the Brillo pad is it's way more cleanable than sandpaper. You throw your sandpaper in the wash, you're getting soaked, nasty, wet paper. You throw it in the dryer, it's going to get all crimply and wrinkly and nasty. With a Brillo pad, you can clean it. It's going to get soggy like a mop, but then you dry it and it's going to go back to normal Brillo pad. So yeah, you got dookie in the spaces and shit, but you can clean it.
All right, but back to reality. Again, this isn't some Deaf Wizards universe here. In reality, who's tossing their toilet seat in the laundry? I mean, come on, it's like I get the argument, but I mean, my toilet seat ain't fitting in my laundry machine. So we're talking a little bit of wipage on the toilet seat.
Well,
you're in this.
I can just buy a new toilet seat, Brillo pad toilet seat. Then
yeah, now
it's probably
twice a year.
cheaper.
All right,
Final arguments.
It's cheaper for one, because let's be real, you can't just have one layer of sandpaper. I mean, one layer is gonna rip and then you're back on normal toilet seat. I mean, that's not good, So it's cheaper. You got to buy way more sandpaper, and it's gonna last you not as long as Brillo pad would.
All right, so sandpaper, you can get it in rolls. You can get it in all different kinds of variations. You can get it real rough. You can get it real fine for the the level of pain tolerance. Some like Brian, who is taking more butt damage on a daily basis, I guess. But this guy, he's replacing his seat every time he has an accident, and he gets a little spillage. His bathroom's just smelling like diarrhea. This guy doesn't have accidents. All right. Call it.
Damn.
Pretty good. Brian, your first argument there with the weird butt flex, that you have a strong butt.
I'd be butt flexing on this shit.
A little specific towards you. So maybe in this situation it worked for you, but not everyone else. Scott coming through at the very end with the point that was very good, where sandpaper, it's very versatile. You get different grits, so you can change that up. I like the cushion of the Brillo pad though. little more comfortable in the cushion. The cleaning, definitely clean easier for sandpaper. I'm going with the sandpaper for the win here.
Good.
High tolerance, Brian for the lose.
Adult diaper, high tolerance pain.
I was waiting for Scott to give or Brian to say the variations of like the Brillo pad or the sandpaper, because you can do different ones.
Mm.
All right.
We talk a little bit about Brian's high butt tolerance here.
Yeah, why is your butt so
Listen,
durable?
Can we leave the viewers with
It's
a
family genes, okay?
description?
Is it
It's in the
concrete?
genes. Like a butt cheek would be in the genes. It's also
So
in
is
the
it-
family genes.
Is it genes that have been passed down over time that are just really rough that kind
That's
of
what I was gonna say.
they chafe you up a little bit and you get a little,
so like
little
you know
rough?
how like the family gene for baldness is kind of passed down, you know what I mean? It's the same thing with rough butt cheeks.
I think your family just
I think
is in the business of making jeans, and they make really rough jeans.
Maybe.
I think your mom's making Brillo pad jeans and you wear her jeans that she wore from her mom, and you've just got like generations of just Brillo pad chafe going on down there.
Chafing.
And you're coming into this competition with pretty much just Brillo pad like full defense going on.
I can just natural
That's a-
armor butt cheeks. It's like
That's pretty
leather.
good.
I bet you he has like Brillo pads in his bathroom.
I'm sitting on a Brillo pad right now.
It's like, ugh.
This guy's living the Brillo pad life.
But guess what? If it's anything you take away from this episode, no matter what side of the argument on, if you're happy
That's
sitting
it.
on Brillo pads,
I'm happy.
it doesn't matter. He's happy on
over.
Brillo pads. That's it. That wins the argument every time. If you're
All right.
happy.
Shoot for the happier choice, people.
That
Yeah.
was a good episode. Long one.
That was a long one. Hope you made it to the end. Episode 10. We're happy we're here. Trying to change it up a little bit. Thought that was
A little
fun.
different.
The debates were a little different than I imagined, but I think that was the goal. Everyone came up with some pretty cool questions.
That was good.
Yeah. If you liked it, let us know. We'll try to do it again. Put a little more effort into some of the planning, trying to make it fun. If not, we'll see you in the next one.
Board with the Boys episode 10. Stay tuned for 11.